Do you want coat frames like this? You can have it. It was made totally for you. See, let me zoom in. You can have this kind of coat frames in any form, any design, any shape, any size that you want. And you can have it in your bedroom, living room, kitchen, dining, office space. You can even have one in your car. Just send us a message on WhatsApp 234080877776755. That is 2340808777755 to get your own quote frame. And we also have it with over 100 different words that you can put in, inspired by God, given to me. So they are all original. It's not somebody's quote we're taking. They are all original SAGENEL quotes, and we are boxing it and packaging it to inspire you every day. You deserve to have some sort of inspiration every day and every time you wake up and you're walking around your world. Today we are interviewing a very, 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 very special gist person, Austin Betha, and she will be joining in immediately. Let's see. Let me know that we are live. To learn more about her, if you don't know Austin Betha is a YouTuber, a hardworking YouTuber, content creator. She's also known, she's popularly known for her Big Brother Naija analysis. The Big Brother Naija analysis, amongst other work that she does, and she'll be telling us about it as we get to learn the story behind her scene. So we're adding, okay, oh, I'm waving that I said of me to, let's see, okay. Come. About the way she speaks, and we love it. Hello, Austin Betha.
First of all, I want to apologize. I am so sorry, guys. I am I mean, the theme for this is the story behind my scene. Right?
Yes.
Guys, I literally slept at 5 a.m. just trying to film, trying to get things together. So this was me saying, oh, let me take a very short nap and try to get myself together before it's 10. And this call literally woke me up. So that's it. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I'm so sorry, guys. I'm truly sorry.
No problem at all. We're excited that you're here. Thank you for the sacrifices that you make. One thing I definitely know about it, because like I shared, I've been following for 2 years in terms of, especially because you're popularly known for your regular. Oh, okay. Veterans are already here, literally.
They're here.
You're known for BBNaija analysis is your hard work basically, and your consistency, which is not so easy. And of course, that's what we want to learn today. That's why we say we'll be having this interview. So let me start from the beginning. First of all, just in case you don't know Austin Betha, she's a digital content creator, PR personnel, and she's a media strategist. Her YouTube channel is Austin Betha. You can find that on YouTube. So Betha, it's okay to call you Betha, because I mean,
that's okay. Betha is fine. Yes.
Betha is fine. Okay. So even when I was reaching out to you, I guess it's Austin Betha.
Betha is fine.
Betha is fine. Okay. All right. So I was checking through, of course, because to interview, I need to check and do some research. And I found your very first video, on YouTube, something about shine your eye. Yes, that was your first video.
I think the thumbnail was like this, something like this, like.
And it was even that interesting. It was something really interesting to listen to that is still relevant in this day and age. So that takes me to the first question, which is,
How was Austin Betha born? And when I mean born, I mean this
The
dream,
brand,
this
yeah.
yes, the brand, the purpose you are living, this hard work and all that. How was it even born? That first time, was it the first day you put out that YouTube, or was it as a result of some evolution? Even when you had started YouTube, I would like you to please share in as much detail how
Okay.
your brand started.
All right. Before I even say anything, I want to say thank you to the guys that have joined in. Thank you guys so much. Um, about how the brand was born, to be honest, I think that even before YouTube, I've been making like short videos, you know, random stupid videos in my opinion, because for me, like looking back now, it just seemed like, what was this nonsense, like what were you even doing, but at the time, yeah, in 2017, in the month, I think it was in the month of March, I was in the office because I used to do a 9 to 5 job at the time. So I would always make these short videos, and I would always just watch them on my phone, sometimes never post them, delete them. But I had this friend of mine who, her name is Yemi, who would always say, "Better post this thing now, post this thing." I'm like, no, 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 I don't want to post it. I just think it's not good enough. I think it's stupid. I think it doesn't make sense. And one day she couldn't even bear it anymore. She just took my laptop, created a YouTube channel. So when people say, "Oh, how did you create your YouTube channel?" I didn't create my YouTube channel myself. My friend
Wow.
literally created the channel. Yeah, so she just created the channel, and she's like, "I just created it." She used to be on YouTube and she has stopped. I'm calling her out.
Okay.
But anyways, so she created the YouTube channel, and she's like, "Okay, you know what? I've created the channel for you. All you have to do is just post on the channel." I'm like, "Post what?" And then we were scrolling through my phone. We found that particular one that I had filmed. And she was like, "You see this one? You were really upset when you filmed it because something had happened. Something prompted me to film that particular Shine Your Eye video.
Okay.
So she was like, "You know what? Let's just post this one." So I'm like, "Okay, fine." We posted it. And of course, I was like, "I told you," because nobody watched it for the first how many days. Nobody watched it. Like, the only views we got were from us watching the videos ourselves. So she would watch it, my colleague would watch it, my other colleague would watch it, and just like that, the thing kind of had about 5 or 10 views. So the 10 of us were the 10 of us in the office. There were no extra people. So I just told her, I said, "You just wasted your energy and you wasted your strength, you see." But I just liked it. Like, for some reason, I just liked the idea of having my own space where I could just really post things, because for Instagram, um, I was very skeptical about posting things on Instagram, and that's the truth. I don't know why, but like, I just didn't feel, because when you post it on Instagram, everybody gets to see it. So for YouTube, it's like, no, they have to be searching for you. It has to be somebody that deliberately wants to watch you. So I'm like, if I put it on Instagram, even my enemies will even watch it, and they might even make fun of it. But like, let me just put it on this YouTube because not everybody would see it. But then again, it's, for me at the time, it was just creating more space on my phone. So when you film, you post it there, you save it there, delete it from your phone. Anytime you want to watch it, just go back there. That's basically how it started. That's basically how it all started. But then transitioning from I don't know if you're going to ask me that, but like, transitioning from all of those like lifestyle type of content into the Big Brother scene, I don't know how it happened, to be very honest. Like, this is the same me in the office, just really talking with my colleagues, because they would always watch the show, and then when we come to the office, we're all like gisting about it and everything. And then I would have like very strong opinions about the show. And she's like, "This thing you just said now, go and record it, go and post it on the channel." It was this same friend of mine. She was like, "This thing you just said, go and record it, go and post it on your page." I'm like, no, now that's not what the page is about now. I'm a relationship person. I like talking about relationship. Who sent me Nobody sent me relationship. I don't understand all that nonsense. So I'm like, "Okay, fine, that's okay." And I literally held my phone like this and filmed that first Big Brother Naija video, because I didn't have a tripod or anything. So I just held the phone this way. And I think it was, I don't know if I did it portrait or landscape. I don't think I had learned how to put my phone in a landscape mode. I didn't even know anything about that, you know. So I literally held the phone this way, and then I just said the things that I wanted to say about. I think it was about Nina and Miracle, like the first nights they had spent in Biggie's house, and they were already in the bathroom, you know. So for me, that was too much. What are you guys doing? You just got there, you know. So I posted that, and before it was break time at the office, because our break used to be, I think, 1 p.m. or 12, I can't remember. Before it was break, I had like 500 views. I'm like, what did I
Yeah.
say? Where are these people from? You know,
Wow.
what is going on? Like, I was so scared. Instead of me to be excited, I was scared because I didn't know what that meant. Like, why are 500 people watching it? Did I say something bad? Are they going to take the video down? You know, I was so, yeah, like, because I mean, why are they
Wow.
watching it? What did I say? You know, and then, before the close up, I told her, I was like, I have about 500 views. She was so excited. She was like, oh, that's good. That's good. Like, before we went home that day, the video had gotten over 1,000 views. I'm like, okay, there has
Less
to be
than the
something. Like,
top.
yeah. And it's not about the views this time. I was now getting comments. I was now getting comments. Like, people were reacting, like, oh, yes. Oh, I think it was too early. Oh, I think they were stupid. You know, so I'm like, okay, you probably had done something right. And I started getting comments like, please, we'll be watching from you. Please make another video. You know, things like that. I'm like, I don't even have the time to follow through with these videos, with this show. So how, you know, like, what do you guys mean? My friend's like, no, you have to watch it. Just try your best. You know, it was a struggle at the time, but then that was basically how it started. Because I saw that, okay, the people that were subscribing to me now and watching me now, they paid more attention to this topic. So I didn't see the need to like continue with the videos that only me and my colleagues were watching, you know. So that's it.
Wow, thank you so much for that profound introduction. And we'll still get to Big Brother and all that, but the way you were
Yeah,
able to blend it in, I'm happy about that. So let's
yeah.
get to know you before you even made your debut on YouTube. Who was Austin Betha before YouTube? What was her
Okay.
interest? And well, if it's okay by you, if you want to share where you used to work, where were some of the things you used to think about that you thought you would be doing before your friends now came in to propel you into this whole YouTube thing? Yes,
Mm.
yeah, IG basis interesting stuff, really interesting stuff. Well, the queen of gist.
That's my babe.
So, wow, thank you so much for the queen of gist.
um. Okay. Before 2017, because I mean that's when the whole YouTube thing started. I had always been a creative person. Like, it's just who I am. It's just I didn't know where to put those things. You know, when I make all those videos, I just didn't know where to put them. I'm someone who likes to gist. It's not even about, take Big Brother aside. I love to gist. Like, and when I say gist, doesn't mean like I have work to do and then I'm gisting. No, like I have, trust, see, people have met me, and if not that they know me on YouTube, they'll be like, Beta is so quiet. She doesn't really, you know, she doesn't talk that much, you know, but like
Wow.
once I'm in front of my camera, just forget about it. You know, with what I used to do before the YouTube thing started, I used to work with a PR company. Um and at the time when I started working there, I was an intern. I was an intern, you know, but then I had always had interest in talking. So right from when I was young, I had already told my parents, oh, before university, oh, I want to be a TV presenter. I want to be you know, just anything that had to do with me expressing myself. You know, I always like that. Yeah, I always say I want to work in a TV station. I want to work in a radio station, and I tried to actually work in these places. But if the distance from my house to that place isn't too far, they're saying, oh, you still need to work on your voice, which obviously I don't take that advice or all of those things for granted, because they were telling the truth, you know, because when I started, I was just all over the place. I mean, somebody that doesn't even know how to do all of these things. I didn't read mass communication in school, so it's not even like I had the basic knowledge, as to what TV presenting was about and all of that. I read English, even though I don't speak a lot of, I don't like to speak a lot of English, even on my channel. I feel like it's too, yeah, I feel like it's too serious. Like, I'm not that serious, life is not that serious. Sometimes when I speak English, everybody's, better. Where's our pidgin English now? You're speaking too much grammar today. But yeah, that's what I did in school. So I had always known that I would be in the entertainment industry, but I just didn't know how I would fit in there or what exactly I would be doing there. But it had always been clear to me that this is what you're going to do. You might end up in a TV station. So when I started doing public relations, I realized that there were different arms to entertainment. A lot of things were involved. So me now specializing in public relations, it's like, okay, this was new to me. But then I enjoyed the fact that it still gave me room to then meet celebrities, meet people that I would always see on TV. I'm like, okay, then I really have to do more with this PR, because again, I never would have thought that within a short period of time I would start meeting these people, you know. So I'm like, okay, this has to be nice. And my boss then would always say, oh, when we're brainstorming, I'm like, this is not what I want to do. Like, I don't want to brainstorm. I don't want to stress my head. But it's compulsory. It's part of it. You just have to brainstorm. You just have to sit down. When a client gives you a brief, you need to sit down and say, okay, guys, we have a new brief. This is what the brand wants, and we have to create it. So we come up with ideas. Sometimes we're there like really late at night and everything, just to come up with ideas. And then once we're done, then that's when we go out into the field, which is where I function a lot better, because I'm not someone, that's my strength. Some people, their strength is actually in just brainstorming and all of that. So with time, I found my strength. I just knew that sitting in one place is not for me. In terms of like just sitting in the office, you wear suit and coat. Sometimes it's coats because it's not your size. You're sitting there from morning till night. I'm just like, I'm not even about this life. So I knew earlier on that 9 to 5 sitting in the office was not for me. It wasn't. It was just a case of, this is what you have at the moment. You need to just work, to survive. So I was just doing it because, I have to pay my rent. I have to do this. I have to do that. So before YouTube, I was into public relations. I am still into public relations, but maybe just not as much or as deeply as I was before now, because like now I have my own brand. So sometimes when a brand wants me to just randomly pick up a brief for them and work on it, it might not be favorable, with my own timing. So it's like, oh, I can't do this for you guys now. I'm sorry, but then I can refer you to someone else or but yeah, public relations. But then the whole creativity and just wanting to be in a creative space had always been there.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Hi, that's Sylvia.
Before
Sorry, before those I
before
did not greet them. Hi
you them,
guys.
okay, so I'm going to delve now into YouTube behind the scene and all that. But did you say this TV thing that you shared about the TV radio? Did you dream that? Okay, so maybe one day I will still thrive there. And when you found that, it was not really where you were headed, it was more of YouTube. Did you feel like, something is not right? It must be TV. Or did you feel like, well, I'm still talking, so YouTube is as well? And perhaps we may not have even known you if you were not even on YouTube. So,
On
what
YouTube.
did you think? Yes, what did you think when you saw that, okay, things were not going that way in terms of what we call traditional media?
At the beginning, because my channel had a very slow growth. Like for
Okay.
2 years, I didn't have up to 1,000 subscribers. So because when people see the channel now, it's like, oh, better, you're doing so well. It was not always that. It was really annoying, because how is it that you start with some people, their channels pick up, and you're still struggling with, I think I struggled with about 800 subscribers, 830 subscribers for about 2 years. you know, it was not making sense. And then YouTube brought the whole, you have to hit 1,000 subscribers, you know,
before you are.
before you can be monetized. So I was frustrated. As much as I was getting views, I was frustrated. Like, what is this? What is this nonsense? You know? So in those periods of my frustration, I was just like, maybe I should have just done TV. Because by now I would have been collecting my salary as a TV presenter and still be talking and all of that. So I'm just like, maybe I should have actually just joined the TV space and just be a presenter there. But then I just told myself again, thankfully I had friends who understood what I wanted to do and, you know, just how it was, how the thing was doing in my body. You know, I'm like, what was all this? You know, they're like, the thing about TV is that they will tell you what to say and when to say it and how to say it. But with your YouTube, is anybody telling you what to say? I'm like, no. And I'm upset, like, nobody is telling me. And it's like, so you decide, what do you want to do? You know, because with your TV, you have to say what they want you to say, how they want you to say it, and when. But then with your YouTube, anyhow, anytime, as much as I want. If I want to go off, I'm off. So I was like, okay, better calm down. It probably is not working out as you planned. I was still doing my office job. I was still doing my 9 to 5.
Okay.
So yeah, I was still doing that. Yeah. So I was just told myself, okay, better take it easy, like relax. It's not making sense now, but it will make sense, you know. And as much as I had like these few friends, about 2 or 3 of them, who understood me, thankfully my sister as well. My sister, you know, when people don't see when I'm crying. She's the one that sees when I'm crying. Hi, Ibi. Hi, Miss Bims. She's the one that sees when I'm crying. So sometimes she's really tough on me. Like, she's my younger sister, yes, but she can be really tough on me. Like, why? What are you crying for? What was the meaning of what was this tears? You know, or maybe when somebody says very hurtful things to me in the comments, I'm just crying like, why would somebody call me stupid? Why would somebody say I'm mad? Why? What did I say? What did I say? You know, and she's like, okay, wait. She'll go to a bigger celebrities page. She'll open their comment section and she's like, can you see that they're insulting them too? You know, so if they're insulting them, like, who are you? You know? So for me, I think it was just good that I had the right people behind me. There were external people as well, friends, people I thought were my friends at the time, who would say, you're just wasting your data. Yeah, what are you doing? For 2 years, you're just wasting your data. You're just wasting your time. You know, focus on other things. If you want to do TV, go and work in a TV station. Let them train you. What are you doing? You know? So I tried as much as possible to just really shut out all of that noise, because for me, it was noise. And I'm like, okay, I need to actually focus. Seeing that there were more potentials with my YouTube, because again, I'm someone who is overly expressive. And with my TV, with me being on TV, they might want to cut my wings and say, oh no, you can't say it this way. This is what can fly. Yeah, this is what can fly. This cannot fly. And then with PR, with me being a PR person, I started getting irritated, so to speak, with the TV space in general. Because, you know, being a PR person now, you have the ability or you have the opportunities to actually take your clients. For example, you have to take them for media rounds in TV stations, in radio stations. So I'm there. You can't chase me out of the TV. Yeah, so I'm seeing it firsthand. I'm seeing how they're, like, some of them are really struggling. You know, I'm seeing how, like, some of them are not exactly happy about the job, you know, but it's just once you're live, hey, welcome to you, everybody's smiling, but it's not all smiles. It's not always that way. Sometimes the boss is upset about something and he just comes and starts shouting at them. You know, it was crazy. So in my mind, I'm like, oh no, I can't be here. I'm sorry. I can't be here. Plus, this might sound funny. Plus the fact that you have to wear makeup on a constant. You like
That one, I agree with you.
Let's see there.
I want to just show that heavy makeup. Yes,
I'm
that
like,
one, yeah.
no, no, I can't. It's too
You
much.
must.
You know, I
Mm,
like makeup. I don't have anything against makeup. I wear
yes,
makeup maybe when
absolutely.
I'm going for a wedding. You know, I put makeup on my face, but don't put it every day. Like, why
Mm,
do I have to wear makeup every day? No. I know that with the clothing and all of that, my friend here, she is a TV presenter, EB, you know,
mm,
with she loves makeup. So it's nothing. In fact, she
mm,
wears her makeup herself. She knows how to do her own
mm.
makeup, you know, and she's very fashion inclined. Better is not. Oh, me, I don't really get power for all this fashion plenty, you know. I don't have strength for, so I'm just like, okay. I feel like there's a reason why you're not on TV, because you know it comes with a lot of things that I'm not particularly, these are not my things, you know. So I started
Mm,
really convincing myself that maybe TV is not for you, you know, maybe it's not for you. Now, all these things, all this period of me speaking to myself and really trying to convince myself, because the thing is, no matter how you try to convince me, if I don't feel convinced, like, you're wasting your time. And it's not like
yes.
I'm not taking your advice. I'm listening to you. I'm trying to process what you're saying. I'm trying to convince myself that what you're saying makes sense. But if I don't have that self conviction, it's almost like, mm, better and plain
Mm,
dress are not exact. So you see, Ibi is here really
yes.
confirmed. Like, I'm not that person.
Mm,
Don't expect
mm,
me to. I'm not. It's not me. All my friends can wear like a dress, you know, and I'm just showing up in jeans and a t-shirt. I'm sorry, like, you know. So the period of me trying to really convince myself and everything, you know, I would say about 6 months. Just really 6 months of, you should be here. This is, YouTube is for you. YouTube is for you. You can actually do this. You can actually do this. And then before I would finally convince myself, my channel had already hit the 1,000 subscriber count, and I was then monetized, you know. But then, as much as I had issues with my monetization and all of that, around that period, I had been monetized. So I would wake up today and I would see 1 cent, you know, my in my YouTube account. I would see you made 1 cent. Tomorrow I'll go back there, it's $1. So I'm like, okay, even with
mm.
my job, nobody's even paying me dollar. So now there's a $1 somewhere.
Um,
I was so excited. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's fine. Let me just be here. This place, I'm already seeing $1. You know, $1 50 cents. You know, it was just really funny.
mm,
And so I told myself, okay, if I could stay here and be earning my salary, let me also just stay here and see how this goes. You know, let's just see how it goes. And I saw that, you know, it started. I started in 2017. I started my channel in 2017, and then in 2019 was when I hit, February 2019 was when I hit 1,000 subscribers. You know, after a lot of
mm.
lessons and burning of data and all of that. But then from February till I think September of 2019, I think I had hit 10,000 subscribers. You know,
Wow.
yeah, I had hit
Over
I had
double.
hit, I had hit 10,000 subscribers, and it wasn't about the subscriber now. It was the fact that when I wake up every morning, I see a new comment from somebody. Oh my God, I just stumbled on your page. I love what you're doing. So that kind of hit me right.
Mm,
Oh my God, Becca, you're so funny. And even though I wasn't seeing the funny part of me, I'm just like, what is funny? You know, sometimes when I'm saying things, to me, it's not funny. I'm just
mm.
really telling you how I feel about something. But then I'm hearing, oh
Yes.
my God, you're so
It's
funny. I'm like,
funny,
okay,
yes.
you know. So just having that community of people that were constantly in my corner, just really waiting to get something from me. So it was almost like, oh, Betha, we're waiting for your next video. Well, you know, we're waiting. So for me, that kind of gave me, okay, I think this is where you need to be. So
Mm.
so that's basically how I transitioned from now doing public relations full time to now be doing YouTube, you know, and everything. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your response. Which
You're welcome.
takes me to this. I want to kind of like have ask this question before I now go into behind the scene content creation
Okay.
challenges. You have such a great gift of gisting. I remember when I first found you, like I will be playing you loud, but my husband will be listening. I'm like, I will like, who is this person? I'm like, she's just so good with her analysis and everything. Were you always so proud and confident of this your gisting gifts? Well, what do they call it, gisting on or analysis? Me, I like to call it gisting. Were you always so
Let's just, yeah,
confident,
let's use
or
this.
how did you get to that space of owning it? In fact, when we talk about top three gisters in Nigeria, your name has to be one of the top three that comes to mind. Yes, everybody say she's happy, so and it's natural. It's not, you're not trying to force it. Please, if you could tell us, so that anybody listening that want to get into that space, if there's some things you did you read gisting books or what did you? Exactly, good storyteller. So you can just let us know so that those people can learn and see how to be better. Because you've got such an expert. I know that you definitely get better, but it's so good. I just have to share.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. With gisting, they born gist. Like, it's there. It's just
Mm,
being able to harness it and say, oh, okay, I think this is where you fit in and all of that. Outside of YouTube, again, I would always gist with my friends. Like, we're always gisting. So it's there. But
mm,
having to gist with people you don't know, having to sit down and figure out the right things to say that would not get people upset, that's a
mm,
different ball game altogether. So whilst I was born with the gift of just really gisting and having great conversations with people, I was not born with the gift of knowing what to say on YouTube. No, I
mm,
wasn't. Because at the beginning, I would say certain things that on a normal day, my friends will understand what I'm trying to say. But these guys don't
mm.
know me firsthand, so they don't
Yeah.
understand. So you say something, my friends will laugh about it, but they are telling me you're stupid for saying this thing on YouTube. So there was a clash in my head. So I'm like, okay, there's a problem here. These people don't obviously understand me. They don't know me. So I need to now find a way to make them feel like my friends. Make them I need them to be my friends. I need them to actually feel like we are friends. I need them to feel like we are talking like one on one. So I had to change my approach in terms of how I deliver my story. Now, if you go through
Mm,
my page, over time, it got better in the way I relate with them. And it was a conscious effort. So I could say something. Let me give an example. I could say something like, so these housemates, they were they were kissing and I don't understand it. Now that's the sense I'm trying to
mm,
make. That's what I'm trying to pass across. These housemates, they were kissing and I don't understand why they were doing that. Now, I could listen to that and be like, why is this girl judging them? Doesn't she kiss?
mm,
What's her problem? Like,
mm,
why are you trying to be holier than thou? Don't you kiss? Why is that kissing on TV
mm,
a problem to you? Another set
mm.
of people will be like, oh yes, better, I agree with you. There's actually something wrong with them. Why are they kissing on TV? Now there's this other set that will be like, it concerns you. You know,
Oh my
people understand things differently. You know.
goodness, yes.
So I had to like really sit down. Now it's easy for me to just do, like, I don't even think of it anymore. Sometimes the things I say on YouTube now, trust me, I don't write them down to say, oh, better when you say this, you have to now put pigeon here. I don't know how all those things
Mm,
happen. They just happen. But at the time,
mm,
I would now say, okay, they were kissing on TV and I don't like it. How would I say it? So I'm like, okay, guys, come on. Why they call it kiss now? So I put an expression. So
mm,
now I'm throwing it to you. I'm not generalizing. I'm saying, we still make them a kiss like this. That way it sits well with a lot more people. And they're like, but then again, on that kiss, but nothing they there, but they're still telling me I don't agree with you better. But the tone in which they're
mm,
telling me now is subtle. They are not shouting at me
mm.
anymore. It's not like better than the kiss, but just leave them, concern us. that way I feel like I've hit you more than I would just come and say they were kissing. Why are they kissing? Like I just had to find a way to make them feel like you're my G. I'm not here to fight you. I'm just gisting with you. So at the beginning it was a lot, because trust me, I would say one thing 5 times. If I feel like it's not giving me that vibe I want it to give, I could go on and on repeating. I'm a very thorough person. Maybe not in terms of editing like my friend Ibi's, but in terms of what I put out. Trust me, if I said yes 20 times, the yes 20 times was deliberate. Like, I could take it out. If I don't want it to be 20, I would make sure it's not up to 20. If I don't want it to be 10, I would take it out. I don't care. Like, that's how I am. Like, I would make whatever I don't want to go out will not go out. So if anything goes out, it's because I want it to be there. So when people are saying, oh, Betha, why were you now scratching your ear like that? I could have taken it out when I was editing. I chose to leave it there. Because trust me, there are people who are watching me. They're not paying attention to what I'm saying. They're paying attention to my demeanors. Like, what did she do? Betha, the way you scratch your head is so funny. The way you are twisting your ear is so like, I tried my best to really study my audience. I cannot equate my work or my success with other content creators. I don't know their audience. There's a way they relate there. My audience is my audience. My audience might even be on your page, but they'll behave differently on your page because there's a different type of strength there. So I'm always really focused on my own small community. What do these people like? How do they see me? What are things like? When I started, it was so funny. You hear people say, But I like the way you always roll your eyes. In my head, I'm like, I didn't even know when I rolled my eyes. So I started making it a deliberate thing to roll my eyes at least once or twice. So that I could actually make those people that say they like the way I roll my eyes, so that they can be happy. They are the ones that say, oh, Betha, I like the way you always just come without your makeup. In my mind, I'm like, thankfully, because even me, I don't even like makeup. So, we move. we move. I had people, there was a video I had makeup on and the makeup was horrible. I know that the makeup was horrible. I don't know who sent me the message, but yeah, it was. Good. But then I'm like, I better makeup pro. Your makeup is on point. So when people watch the video, they're like, oh my god, Betha, this makeup is the worst. This makeup, what is this? Now by force. Now, they were not coming at me from the angle of, you're a very stupid person to have gone to wear makeup. No. They were making jokes out of it, like, Betha, who send you message? You for just leave the makeup. And me too. I was now trying, I wasn't picking offense. Because for me, I just felt like, okay, they're my friends. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know who sent me. I don't even know who sent, that was the angle. So, but when you now have like a new subscriber or just someone who is watching you for the very first time, person now comes and says, this your makeup is the worst. Now, before I would even go and respond and say, I don't know who sent me, you would have seen Bethans.
Oh, yes.
They will be the ones that attack that person. Leave them like that, waiting concern you. Leave them like that, waiting concern you. So I felt like it was at that point I just told myself, okay, you've been able to break that wall, because if you now have people that, yes, they don't support this thing that you're doing, but instead of telling you in a very harsh tone, they are saying it in a very subtle way. But then when someone else from the outside comes to say the same thing that they have said to you, that this makeup is bad, but then just because that person sounded very rude to me, you have people who would go and start defending you. Once you get to that spot, once you get to that point, just know that you've been able to create a community for yourself. If you don't have that, like, you don't have a community. If you don't have that part, if you don't get to that point where you have like 1 or 2 people saying, no, you cannot tell Betha that, you cannot, why are you insulting her like that? It's a process. So there's this process of you posting something and nobody's watching. And then you move to the process of you posting things and everybody's countering what you're saying. They're insulting you. They're telling you how ugly you look. They're telling you how your nose is bent to one side and how your eye is not straight. You know, there's that phase. Then there's also the phase where it's like they just watch you. They don't even comment anymore because when they insult you, you're not insulting them back. So they might as well just take the gist and get out. So they will not even insult you. They might not even comment. They'll just leave. Then there's the phase of they will be the ones to insult you, but they will insult you in a very friendly way. That way, you know, you're already getting close to them. You know, they're already getting so used to watching you. Then there's the part where they are now the ones, they can insult you, but an outsider cannot insult you. Once you get there, you have a community. I don't care if it's just 1,000 subscribers you have. I don't care if it is 1 million subscribers you have. If you don't have that community of people saying, no, you cannot talk to Betha like that. No, that's not what she meant. Like, if you don't get to that point where when you say something, people know what you mean. Even though that's not what you've said. People know what you mean. If someone else comes to say, no, Betha, this thing you said was wrong. If you don't have people saying, no, that's not what she meant. That's not what she meant. You don't have a community or a family, like Abiola just said. You guys have, they know you. Like, there's certain times I want to say something on my page. And like, hey, Betha, shut up. Shut up your mouth. This thing you want to say. I haven't said it. I didn't say anything. But you will see people telling me, Betha, I know what you wanted to say. This is what you wanted to say. And in all honesty, that's what I wanted to say. So that's the point where they know me. They know that this is what I'm trying to say. Even when I'm trying to like really be careful with my words, they say, Betha, say it. I know that that's what you want to say. You know, I know that. And when you go through the comments, you start seeing them, Betha, I know that this is what you wanted to say. And that's the truth. Because they now know you to the point where it's like, you are their friends. I'm your friend. Well, I'm not just talking to myself. I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. I feel like sometimes I picture them in my head, like just all of us just really sitting down and gisting. That's how that's my style anyway. Not everybody will be that way, you know, because even with that, it has its own disadvantages as well. Because these people feel like they are your friends, so they have the right to tell you what to do. So you cannot now get upset every time they tell you what to do because they're your friends, right? My friends will tell me, Betha, this is stupid. So I have to learn to find a balance. Like, I have to learn to draw a line in my head so that even when they are saying these things, I'm not picking offense. I'm just maybe taking it or leaving it. So it's a good style, but at the same time, it has its excesses as well. So if you're saying this is what you want, then you also have to want the bad aspect of it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your very detailed answer to the question. You said something really important about how you mind your own work and your channel.
Yeah.
And whether it's consciously or unconsciously, there's this, well, people say they are by the mobs. There's this comparison that people want to sometimes bring to creators, all kinds, whether your music, YouTube, any kind. One time you even did a video like that. I think you were speaking about because people were saying funny things about Dima Ume at one time when she wasn't around. I think
Yes.
you did a video to address that in your own capacity. So how have you been able to go through this journey with so much grit and consistency when people want to put you against or put another person against you? Depends. How have you been able to do that? Because you just let's say, look at Sade, for instance. I don't know any content of Sade. I'm just my example. Look at Sade, and she did this analysis this way of Toby and Sisi or something or whatever. Why are you not doing that? Or she posted 10 times. Why you post 2 times? How do you cope with those kind of comparisons? Especially when I know this BBNaija space where so many fans of BBNaija think, oh my God, they're just entitled to this opinion, to their creators and all that. I'd like you to please walk us through that.
Sometimes it's overwhelming. I'm not even going to lie. Sometimes, you know, as much as you feel like you have a grip of your emotions, there's one person that they'll always send from the village that see, you have to just go and pinch her like this. It will get
It's like push up.
yes. And like you said, you see the BBNaija fans here, they are
Ah.
so entitled. Like the whole fan base thing, I'm her fan, he's my fan, you cannot talk about my fan like that. It wasn't easy. It is still not easy. I don't think it will ever get easy. That's just the honest truth. Now, in terms of them comparing you to other creators in your same niche, it would never stop. I'm very honest with myself. It would never stop. If you like, cut out your intestine and show them that your intestine was bleeding. That's why you could not post the video. Some people will tell you when then you should have sellotape it back first and brought the gist. Like,
I was
is that deep? Is that deep? It is deep. Like, you will be literally...
I managed to do the video.
There was a time, I think last season, I literally couldn't see because I'm filming with like heavy duty lights and all of that. So, and I had eye issues. So like I'm supposed to be wearing glasses. At the time, my former glass was I had to go back to the optician for them to give me a new lens. So I couldn't obviously bring videos, you know, because guys, I cannot, I'm sorry. I can't see now. Like my eyes are hurting. I need to do something about it. So you guys give me today, tomorrow. I need to sort that out. Now, whilst there were people saying, oh, better get well soon, was so sorry. Oh my God, is there any way we can help? I have an optician doctor friend. I can refer you there. They will do it for you free. Oh, like, better, do you need anything? Send us your account number. Let's help you. You know, whilst I had that, I still had people saying, do voiceover now. Must you show your face? So because your eye is paining you, we will not have gist. I'm like, okay. So I was pained because here's Betha telling you guys that she's not okay. I don't think you can give what you don't have. Me, I have energy. Like, I know I'm hyper a lot of times, you know. So when I don't feel that energy, when I don't feel like, oh, yeah, Betha, you're there, I don't come online. If you like, unsubscribe, you'll be fine. And I mean, you had to get to a stage to be able to say, if you want to unsubscribe, unsubscribe. And I'm not talking about the fact that maybe I have a lot of subscriber count. It was just a personal thing. If I have only 10 people that understand me, that's fine. You hear people saying, Betha, this one you're taking 2 days off to go and, you know, people would unsubscribe or people would unsubscribe. I just tell them, that's fine. It was nice having you here. There was one, people would tell me, oh, Betha, I'm definitely unsubscribing for your channel because this is not how the other content creators said it. You are always saying it like this. So for that reason, I'm unsubscribing. I've been here for 2 years, but I cannot take it anymore. I'm unsubscribing. Thank you for being here for 2 years. It was nice having you around. Now that you have to go, thanks. I appreciate it, you know. It was nice having you around, but like, I mean, you have to move on to greater things. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Now you will find those people. They still watch you. All these things are formats. They'll go and create another page so that they can be commenting with another name. Because they said they've gone. What are you still doing here? What are you doing here? Then sometimes they will not even comment again. They will just start watching. Nobody will want to comment again and all of that. So you need to really get to that point where it's like, if you go, it's fine. If I have just 5 people that understand me, you know, and I'm not talking about 5 people that would always support me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying 5 people that understand that, okay, Betha is not in her best in her best moment right now. We need to cut her some slack. Now, these same 5 people will tell you, Becca, I don't agree with what you said. I think you could have said it like this. These 5 people that will tell you, Becca, next time when you want to say this, maybe consider these people. They are not, I'm not saying 5 people. I don't want people to support me every time. I want people to critique me. I want you to be able to tell me this thing is not right, Becca. But don't come off like we are fighting. We're not fighting. We're not dragging husband. What are we dragging? Like, relax, make your point, but don't be rude. But you guess what? You cannot control how what being rude is to people. You cannot control. Like, being rude is relative. That's what they'll tell you. But being rude is relative. I mean, it was on YouTube. I heard that being rude is relative. You cannot tell me I'm being rude. I'm just expressing myself. You shouldn't have said this thing like that. I'm like, okay, sorry, nervous. Sorry. Don't be angry. Oh, I did not know that being rude is relative. So it comes with a lot of just really learning from people that are watching you, because the fact that you are the face of the channel, the fact that you are the one they are coming to watch, doesn't make you the wisest of them. There are people that are even more intelligent than you are, but they're just not in front of the cameras. They are behind there, just really trying to listen to you.
Please let me know if you can still hear me, if you are watching. I'm not sure I can hear Becca again. Perhaps it's a network. Okay, I see people still joining, but if you can hear me, please, and listen, just comment so that I will know. So I know if I need to take any action, if it's my network. But I cannot hear Becca again. So I'm assuming it is a network. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think she was paused. Maybe a call. Maybe a call. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. It could be a call or
Yeah,
a
sorry, a
network.
call came in.
It's a hand, so I thought as much. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I was saying, you can never have, if you have, it's just like you having siblings, for example. They're all your siblings, but they would not always relate to you in the same way. You know, you would have the one that even before you say something, they understand what you're trying to say. Just with your expression, they know what you're trying to say. And they're the ones that you have to really tell them, this is what I want you to, this is what I'm saying, don't do this thing, you know. So the way I treat my siblings is the same way I try to treat my audience. Now, the only difference is with my siblings, I'm the oldest, so I can tell them, no, I don't think you should do it like this. I think you should do it like this. But with my audience, there are more people who are way older than I am, you know, who are more experienced in life, who are more, you know, so you need to find a balance. You need to know when people are just genuinely trying to tell you, oh, this is how it should be. This is how, like, they don't mean any harm. They are the ones that they are people who just constantly, they're just waiting for you to say A so that they can attack you. They're there. They're just there to frustrate you. So just know these are no peace. That okay, there are some people, they are not for you, they are not against you, they are just there. Now, if you are thinking that, oh, because they are constantly comparing you to another content creator who is in the same niche as you, I feel, you know, if you think that because these people are on your channel and they're constantly telling you, oh no, you should have done, oh, I'm going to use Phil because she's here, she's also in that niche as well. So
Okay.
if you Yeah, so if you, there are people who will tell you, no, why are you not posting like Phil, for example? You talk too much. Yeah, they tell you you talk too much. You know, Phil doesn't talk that much. Why are you not doing it like this? If you think that when you now go to Phil's page and you see them praising Phil, you are lying. Because those
Yeah,
same people, yes, those same people that were comparing me to Phil, they're also on Phil's page comparing Phil to Femi Daniels, comparing Phil. You know, it's stupid.
it is a lot. Wow. Wow.
So just focus on your focus. Focus on your audience. Make sure you're not saying anything out of place. Just so that when they now start talking nonsense, those people that are there for you genuinely would now be the ones to say, hey, shut up. Beta wasn't saying that. That's not what Beta meant. You know, don't ever compare Beta to Phil again. Phil is Phil. Beta is better. Phil's style is Phil's style. My style is my style.
Wow.
Don't call me and be telling Beta. But I have my bad days. Okay, I have my bad days where it's like, you know what? If you come for me today, I will come for you. I'm not also.
You
I'm
collect.
not also a lover of love and light. I'm not here for love and light. If you come
Oh
for me,
my God.
I will come for you. That's just how it is. So let's respect ourselves. You know, so those are the times when you see somebody will tell me something like this thing you said, look at your so again, if you want to be on YouTube, you need to have self-confidence because they will shake you. They would say things to you that you yourself, you sit down, you be like, wait, oh, why is my nose even like this self? Because every time they're insulting me with my nose, you know, you need to build that self-confidence for yourself. So it's like, better, you have, your nose is bent. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And I move on. So it's like, better you're savage. You should have even, why did you do that? Like, because people be expecting me to have said something like, is your nose that is bent? Is your eye that is bent? So when you say,
Yeah.
better, your nose is bent, I'll be like, oh yeah, thanks. And I just move on. You now find people going there to say, better, you're savage. You are savage. What is like, you know, they'll now be the ones trying to make light of the situation and then insult that other person. Now, let me tell you, with my how many years of being on YouTube, I have learned that there's some people that are just naturally sad. That like they are sad. And I'll tell you why. I used to have one person like that. Now, this person, this particular person, if they told me that me and this person would even get to the point where it's like she's sending me a DM on YouTube, on Instagram to ask, oh, Becca, how are you? How are you doing? I would not believe that. Now, she's this person that she would always insult me. Like in her comments. Yes, she would always come and she must say something nasty to me. She first started off with saying nasty things like, why are your eyes like that? For example, I'm just giving examples. Like, why are your eyes
Yeah.
like that? Why are your this like that? Why are you this like that? And I'll always just go and like it. I will like it. I will not respond. I will just like it. I'll just give it a love. She would come again another, like in one video, she can literally comment like 5 times. Initially, I would see it, I would delete it. I would see it, I would delete it. I told myself, don't delete it again, because the more you are deleting it, the more this person feels the need to say more. And I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
male or female, whether it was male or female, because there was no picture and the name had nothing to do with, like, you know how somebody's like Ada, you know the person is a girl, you know, like the name
Yeah.
didn't show whether, so I didn't know who the person was. So I told myself, I need to stop deleting. I think I just need to stop deleting. So the person would comment, I would like it, I would not respond. People will now be the ones to go and insult the person. But I personally, all those comments under that insult, I would not like any. If I like anything, if I give anything a thumbs up, if I pin, maybe it's because I wanted to. If I did not, it's because I didn't want to. Now, that's not to say that I see all my comments and, you know, I respond to all my comments. No. There are times when you miss one or two comments. But like in most cases, if I see an insult or give an example of where somebody is saying, oh, this other content creator, oh, Femi is here. Hi, Femi.
Welcome, Femi Daniel.
So
Welcome.
for example, when I see somebody say, oh, this content creator is better than you, or you're posting your videos late, this person has posted, way before you, I'm just like, okay, so have you watched it there? So like I engage you sometimes when I'm in the mood. I'm like, okay, so since you watched it there, why are you here? What are you doing
Nice
here?
question.
And then the person will be like, so this is exactly how I entered this person. Because the person first started with like really insulting me, and I'm not really responding. Then the person now comes and now started, instead of like you are stupid, the person now started putting comments that sounded like a critique or sounded like a report. Like, yeah, and the person is like, but why are you not posting it by this time? Femi has posted, for example, Phil has posted, and I'm like, okay, have you? And I engage the person. I'm like, so have you watched it on Femi's page and Phil's page? The person says yes. I'm like, okay, so I'm about to say the same thing, so you don't have to watch this one. It's the same. We are watching the same show. We're watching the same show, and the person goes, yes, but I still want to listen to you. And I'm like, okay, then you need to wait for me. You have to. It's not a do or die affair. If you feel like you really want to listen to me and hear what I have to say, it means that my opinion is important to you. So you should wait. Wait. When I'm ready, when it comes up, my internet problem is not the same with Phil's internet. It's not the same with Femi's internet. So you cannot compare me to Femi. I'm friends with Femi. Doesn't mean that Femi and I has to do things the same way. No, you have to wait. And then she's like, I don't know why I keep saying she. I think it's because I know that it's a she now, but then I didn't know if it was male or female. I'm like, then you should wait. And the person is like, yeah, but like that's why I'm here. And then I'm like, okay, then watch quietly. What? I'm here now. The time you are using to still attack me, you would have used it to watch this video finish. And then the time I'm using to respond to you, I would have gone to be filming another one that you will watch soon. So now you are delaying me. Then after about a week, I got a DM on Instagram. Hi, you get like different DMs, and the person's like, hi, my name is this. I'm a strong fan of you. I like your work. I like your this. I'm like, thanks. I mean, I get that like sometimes. So I'm just like, oh yeah, thank you so much. And then this person goes further to say, first of all, I want to apologize. In my head, I'm like, apologize. Okay, what are you apologizing for? I don't even know you. Like, she screenshot some of her comments by herself.
Wow.
Where she's like really telling me nasty things. And she said, Betha, did you see, like, out of all these my comments, there was never a day you insulted me. Not for once. You did not insult me. You even liked the part where I was telling you that you are stupid. I'm sorry. I'm like, I had shivers that day, like, what?
Yeah.
What? Like, you came to reply, like, yeah, that she's so sorry. I'm like, okay. Why are you telling me? Why do you feel the need to tell me that you were insulting me? Don't you think I would want to insult you back here? She's like, she doesn't even mind if I insult her back, but like, that she was going through a lot and she was just really upset, so she was just, anywhere she goes, she just wants to, do you know, Betha, most times I'm not even watching you. I don't even know what you're saying in the video. I'll just comment and leave. I'm not watching. I'm like, wow.
Can you imagine?
She was just really upset. Okay. That she's very sorry, blah, 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 blah. So now she's one of those people that if you say Betha is mad, they not born you well. You will collect. She will finish you. Sometimes I'll have to go to my DM and say, no, please, don't respond. No, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Now, that's not to say that because she did that, then maybe when somebody now comes and tell me, Better, you will die next year. Because someone has even told me that, Better, I want to jam you for not supporting our fave. Want to jam you. Baba, I will answer you. Don't go and be thinking that because Better did not now respond to that one, I will give you answer. You motto will jam you. I don't understand. Jam you that won't happen. You know, people, yes, people are that mean.
Yeah.
They say mean things to you. Yes. There was one they told me, like, even when I felt like, Better you don't gather skin, you have a thick skin towards all these things. And my mom still said that when the person told me, like, I'm a witch, that motto will jam me or something. I first look like, waiting have this like this. You know, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. I responded, but then when I now saw them wishing Ebuka dead, even went as far as doing an obituary post for Ebuka, I'm like, okay, Better, you are just starting. It's fine. It's fine. You know, but then it's so sometimes, no matter how you want to take these things, there are some that will really get to you and you feel the need to really address it. Sometimes I just come on YouTube and I'm just ranting. Like I'm ranting about something somebody said to me. In that moment, I have had it up to here. And that's why I felt the need to just come and rant. So my people would obviously understand that, okay, this thing really got Better upset. And then you now see them saying, that person is stupid, but Better calm down. It's fine. Calm down, calm down, calm down. You know, so it's just give and take. There will be people that would insult you. There will be people that will like you. Like, they will, till I die, or till I say I'm no more on YouTube, still compare me to somebody. And that's okay. That's fine. One thing I would not do is lose myself in the process of them comparing me to other people, you know, or now say, okay, let me now try and be like that person. No, I am me. If these people that you're comparing me to, they watch me. They come and watch me. I watch them. You know, it's just what it is. So just build your brand. Don't say because this person is doing it this way, oh, this person has more subscribers than you, oh, this person. No, your journey is your journey. My journey, when I started the YouTube channel, I didn't know any of these people. I didn't know any of them. You know, like, they were not there when I started the YouTube channel. They did not encourage me to start. I don't know their story. So no, you would not bully me into feeling like I'm not doing enough. I'm doing enough. Yes, I want to improve. Yes, there's room to always improve, but you will not bully me into improving overnight. It takes time. So if you're not ready to grow with me, if you're not ready to go through that gruesome process with me, bye.
This is bye. Yes, thank you so much. As I honestly, Betha, this is still going to be one of the highlights of this interview because it is really the story behind the scene. And I
Yes.
thank you for just drawing it out. We would, because I'm also working with the time and the agreement we had as well, time
No,
based.
no, it's fine.
So
I mean, I delayed, so that's
okay.
fine.
Okay, you want to do restitution? Okay, so I want to ask about, could you take us through the journey of what recording for Big Brother Naija is like? Every time you come up, well, for every season, anytime you give us content, whatever, whether it's twice a day, three times a day, whatever the case may be, what is that process like so that we can understand? Right here, somebody was saying something that Better left us on YouTube to do Instagram live. Although I don't think maybe the person meant it in a mean way,
Yeah.
but I know that there are people saying maybe where it's better sometimes or whatever the case may be. Could you take us through what that? Because sometimes I even wonder. Okay, you are watching it, then you not say, wait, I'm coming first. Let me just record. And I'm just wondering, are you not missing some parts? How do you even keep up to be able to still do those recordings, analysis, or do you have somebody that does the summary for you for the ones that you miss? Because I'm sure it's a lot of work because it's 24-hour straight. They're like, oh, they are going on break, and you still need to do this thing. So if you can take us through that behind the scene story.
Okay, so for Big Brother, it's a 24
Yes.
hours, 247 type of show. But at the same time, as someone who has reviewed the show over and over again, you kind of have an idea. It's just a gift that comes to you. You have an idea of, okay, if housemates are having this type of conversation, that's both goes will start. Better stay there, stay there, stay there. You know, it just comes to you. I don't know how it happens. You cannot say that you watch it 247, you're just really glued to your TV. That's not how it works for me. Maybe there are people like that. It definitely that's not how it, I know for a fact that that's not how it is with Phil. I know for a fact that's not how it is with Femi. No, we have other things we are doing, you know. But it's just like I said, you just have an inkling, like, okay, last night there was a bit of unrest in the house, but this morning when they wake up, they will address it better. Stay in front of your TV. You know, you just know. And then, you know, there are times when you already know that on days like this, there's an event that would happen. So, like, you know, Mondays is head of house task. So you know for sure that you have to be there. So we have like stipulated events that you know that these are the timings. But then you can also tell from a conversation they were having like the previous night or the previous period, you can tell that there's still a bit of unrest. So you want to really pay attention to those people. Like, what did this person say to this person? You know, you want to really follow up on them. That's not to say that you are there 24/7 just really watching. I'm not there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. So in those periods when I'm not there, it's like, okay, what happened? What happened? Now, for some people, they have the DSTV Explorer. You can always go back and rewatch, you know. But then if you don't even have that, you know, my sister sometimes watch it. But like me, I go everywhere with my DSTV. I have my DSTV mobile app. So like at intervals, even if I'm in a meeting and I'm listening to you, but like I just put my earplugs and I'm just like, okay, let me just see what are they saying there? What was happening there? You know, so I want to watch that. Then there are even cases where you don't have the chance to even watch your DSTV app, you know. For me, there's no competition. If I don't know what you're saying, if I don't know how it happened, I can call Phil. Phil, what happened with the fight? I know they started in this way. I don't understand how, like, where did the slapping come in? Because, you know, people are watching it. There are people that probably watch the fight from the beginning to the end. So you're not allowed to come and say nonsense, to come and just explain it. You do not watch it. You are still not coming to tell us nonsense. No. So I need to get my facts right. So it's a lot. If I don't have access to my DSTV at home and I don't have access to my mobile app, sometimes I call my I have some of these people are my friends. You know, we share an understanding. Let me give you an example. Last week Saturday, I had a program, so I already told them I was not going to be around, you know, so I would always just come on live to talk about it and everything. And then I had a very long talk with Phil, who is here, and then she does YouTube analysis as well. So we're talking about it, and I'm like, I won't be around for Saturday. And she's like, oh, I will not also be around though. I was hoping to actually watch from you.
You tell me,
yeah. Watch from you and all of that. So like this, sometimes we talk. So in as much as we find people trying to hit our heads together, it's us just really being in the background and laughing and saying, see this person, someone I just spoke to now, you know. So it's not that deep. It's not that deep. This is not to say that you will be friends with all the content creators in your niche. It's not possible. There's some people you don't have access to, but then there are people you have access to. You go and say, oh, babe, did you watch the fight? Yes. Okay, what happened? And then she explains it to you, and you're like, okay, do you have facts? Do you have the video? Do you have this? And she's like, yes, yes, yes. Let me send it to you, you know. And then you come and do your thing in your style. It's still the same thing. We're watching the same thing. The fact that they've watched it on your page doesn't mean they will not watch on my page. We're not dragging anything. It's fine. Your video can have 10,000 views. Mine is just having 500. That's fine. There will be times when my video will have 10,000 and yours will have 500. So it's not a competition. Yeah, I know that sometimes it comes off as, oh, I need to be the first person to post so that my own will get more traction. I mean, that's a healthy competition. It's not. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to be the first person to post. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to be the best, but there's really nothing wrong with, yeah, like, oh, if I don't be the first, I will die. No, you will not die. Okay, it's fine. Sometimes everybody are posted. Phil, Femi, isn't it? They all posted. And I'm still trying to edit. I'm not going to kill myself. Because guess what? They will still leave you and go and watch it somewhere else. So no, I will take, because I don't like to. Sometimes it's maybe I wasn't around. I came back late, but I still have to film. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I haven't slept. I'm trying. But if you don't understand that, then you should not be here. I even do as far as saying, guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I could not control it. I apologize every time. That's because I feel like I owe them some sort of apology or some sort of explanation. I don't just come and say, you know what, fuck it. If I like, I come 10 o'clock. When everybody have come like 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm now coming at 10 p.m. I will not just sit in front of my camera and just say, you know what, oh yeah, let's talk about it. No, I know that they've been waiting. It's courtesy demands that you just sorry, not this. You will not beat me. The truth is, whether I said sorry, I don't say sorry, you will not beat me. Whether you watch it and comment, whether you comment when you are watching or not, they will still watch it. Just know that they are watching. Those people that are always throwing stones at you, they are there, they are watching. So for me, it's just being able to say, oh, guys, I'm sorry I was wrong for coming late, but this is what happened. I couldn't control it. I'm sorry, but we're here now. Let's move on, and then you just pick it up from there. As opposed to just feeling like, oh, you are the king of the game, anytime you come, they must watch it. No, you're not buying data for them. No, it's not your data. They can choose to watch it or not. It's just at the end of the day, it's just really finding a balance. Just finding a balance, to be honest. That's it.
Wow, thank you so much for that. I want to ask about what your highest viewed video is so far, in terms of numbers, if you can remember. If you can remember. And what do you think made the video go that viral or go viral?
Oh, you never know what the video go viral on YouTube. You never know. Trust me. There might be a video where you really sat down, everything on point, dress on point, nails on point, everything you're saying is on point. On YouTube, it's not on point. On YouTube, if you have 200 views for that one that you took all the time to sit down,
all the time,
it might just be one that you were just saying something randomly that will peak. So for me, every video on YouTube is a potential viral video. You never know. So there's nothing like saying, oh, this is what if I come and start doing, oh, but guys, so let me teach you how I made it blow.
Viral. Let me now teach you how to make a viral video.
Why is it only that one that is viral? Why couldn't I make the rest of my videos viral then? If you actually know the secret to making things viral. That's not how it works. All those people that will say, let's teach you how to make it viral. It's a lie. They cannot teach you how to make it viral. It's a lie. It's a fat lie. They can only teach you certain things, like things like learning about your algorithm, knowing when to post, understanding your audience. Now, there's nothing wrong with them teaching all of that. But saying, come, let's teach you how to make a video viral. That's a lot. Maybe it means I have to go and pay so I can learn. Because, but then talking about my most viewed videos, I don't know. But I know that I have a video that's way above 1 million views. I wouldn't know. I've not really, to be honest, I don't really go back to say, oh, let me see. I'm more concerned about what I'm doing now because there's really no time to start saying, oh, let me go and see. Okay, my video did better than this. I don't have that time. But I can know that if you click on YouTube and say like most popular, there's a video there that has way above 1 million views, but I'm not really sure, what the statistics is right. Hi, Michilanda.
Thank you for that. Okay, we're going to start to wrap up now. And my next question for you is, what are the other things you do? Of course, the ones you can share here apart from YouTube, so that
Timmy,
our
see,
people
it's
can
not that
have
my children
some
are now joining. See this
understanding.
nonsense boy.
So that you can have some on that, or people can have some understanding when Betha says she's not around. What are some of the things that some of the other works and commitments that you have to get into? Because the truth is, some people think that Betha is sitting down all day at home watching is it phone or laptop or whatever the case may be, just because that's what you are known for.
Timmy
So
says she's
yeah.
multi-talented, no worry. um, no, I'm not always sitting in front of my TV. No, I'm sorry.
Ready to end.
Oh, somebody's already answering you. Timmy is answering you. Can you see his comment?
Okay. What do you think? She does everything: PR, real estate, cooking. Mm. Okay.
I'm not doing real
That is.
estate, so. But yeah, PR, cooking. Like I have Better's Kitchen. You know, that's another brand of mine. I have Better's Kitchen where like I have clients, they place orders for juice and all of that. You know, I
Okay.
work with an NGO. It's a lot. Sometimes we're out on outreaches, you know, where there are no networks. I cannot be here all the time. But like one thing I know that I do for sure is I try to make up for those times when I'm not around. You know, because it's just sometimes what I tell myself is better you are a TV station. That's just how I see myself sometimes. You know how you know that at 7 p.m. they will show Papa Ajasco. Now when you tune in
Yes.
at 7 p.m. and you're not seeing Papa Ajasco, it's like what's happening? What's going on?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
what happened to the
Disappointment.
episode of Papa Ajasco? That's how I feel.
Mm.
That's how I treat my channel. So when I know that I would not be around for a period of time, I say it ahead. I don't wait for them to say, oh, Becca did not now post. I
Where's
tell them
Betha?
ahead, like,
Mm.
I'm sorry, I will not be here. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm too corporate or I just take a lot of things very serious. I don't let anything just slide like that. I always go to my community to say, oh, guys, I'm sorry, I will not be here. And this is like, I might not give the in-depth reason as to why, but like, just know that I will not be here. You know, maybe with time, you guys will find out on my other channel, you know, Becca's Corner. But like, this is it, it's what it is. Like, I'm sorry, I will not be here because I have to attend to, I still have to answer to my boss. You know, she still needs, she tells me what to do sometimes, and I have to obviously leave this because again, I need to work. Like, I'm not, the money I'm making from YouTube cannot obviously solve all my problems in life because I mean, we all have problems. So it's like, I respect you guys for being on YouTube. I respect you guys for being here. I love you guys. But like, this YouTube money now, there's one problem that I have that I need to solve tomorrow. But this YouTube money cannot be enough. I need to go and do this. You know, I need to, you know, make juice. I need to go to the market, you know, get stuff, come back, we make it, we package it. I need to oversee these things sometimes. So it's a lot. It's not, I'm not choosing not to be on YouTube because I'm just really relaxing. And I mean, there are days when I wake up, I'm telling myself, better, you can't. Mentally, you're not there. So don't bother. You know, so sometimes I allow them, where's better, where's better, where's better. I'm not, because I'm not even in the mood to even explain myself. I'm not feeling myself.
Yeah.
I'm human. Yeah, so I'm
Mm.
just there. Sometimes I've tried to even come film, you know, just film a video, even in that state where I'm just like, I'm not really there. And I come on live or I make a video, you find people saying, better, you're stressed, take a rest. You know, these are people that know me now. They know me, they know so well that this is not better, but something is wrong. You know, better would have done this, you know, but when I'm just like, hey guys, welcome. You know, so today they know obviously I'm not my, so like I've just told myself anytime I feel that way, I'm not going to force it.
Mm.
Because there's a
Okay.
standard. There's a standard. I can't. except it's like a do or
Good
die
Lord.
thing where if I don't talk about it at that moment, then there's really no point talking about it. Then I can really push myself to go the extra mile. But if it's something that can slide, like they can pick up from whatever it is, even if we don't talk about that particular thing. Sometimes I let, because again, my mental health is really important. Like I'm the last person that wants to start talking about mental health, because sometimes it gets really tiring. But I can't give what I don't have. So I have learned to take a break when I feel like I need a break. But then the difference between just taking the break is I come on here to say, oh guys, I'm sorry, I will not be here. You know, that's it. Yeah. So when
Okay.
I'm not on YouTube, trust me, I'm not lazing about. I'm doing something, guys. I beg.
Okay. Thank you so much. So we want to, what are some of your general, you shared a lot, but if there's still any to share as we begin to wrap up, before we go to your rapid fire question, I would like you to share generally what are some of the challenges you pass through as a creator that we may not have mentioned yet, because we've spoken about it. Then we'll also talk about the victories as well, your 100K subscribers and all that. But are there still some challenges that you pass through as a creator that creators, this is especially for upcoming creators, need to know and prepare for?
We have the issues of light, for example. It's a factor. Right now, I don't have power, but then yeah, I don't have power right now, but like I have some of my lights. So the thing is, when you're starting, you're not privy to all of these things. I do not have all these things, so it's a gradual process. Matter of fact, even last year I still didn't have lights that I could use when there's no power. So I always have to find power. I have to buy fuel or stuff like that. But over time, I don't invest into YouTube with the money I made from other areas of my job. No. Any gadget I'm buying for YouTube, it has to come from YouTube. I must have generated that income from YouTube. So if YouTube cannot sponsor that thing, I'm not buying it. If everybody else on YouTube likes, let them have it. If my YouTube cannot pay for it, I'm not buying it. It's not. So I'm a very, very disciplined person. I'm very, like, that's something I know. So it's not because somebody else has it or somebody else is doing it, then you have to do it. Yes, I would love to do it, but I will do it only when I can afford it. So I'm not watching people with envy. I'm watching them. I'm seeing the lights they're using. I know I cannot afford it right now, but I'm writing the name of the lights down and I'm checking out the price such that when it's time for me to now buy it, I already know how much I'm saving up for. So once YouTube can pay for it, I just go on ahead and buy it. So that's it. That's it for me. So you need to start out with what you have. Just learn to manage what you have. So one of the major problems we have is power supply. Then data is a lot. Like data is crazy. It's stupid. Sometimes I'm just like, what is this? In a week, you're spending how much? For me, like in a week, I can spend over 20K. In a week, I'm just saying, I'm trying to be modest. I'm really trying to be modest about how much I'm using. I'm just saying like that 20K is less than a week. So it's a lot. It comes with a lot of stress. Sometimes you buy the data and the video is still taking forever to upload because the network is really slow. It's crazy. I would not necessarily. Everybody's struggle is different. There are some people that even as I'm shouting, there's no power. They don't even know what power outage is because they probably have like 247 in their house, so they cannot relate. So our struggles can never be the same. It can never be. It's just figure out what your struggle is and find a way around it. I know that one of the struggles that I face is power outage. Like most times I probably don't have lights or something. So I had to really save up some money, invest in lights that I can use even when there's no power. So that I will not be using lights as an excuse every time. We already know that there's no light. So what are you doing about it? Technology has come to the point where even without NEPA lights or generator, you can still generate light. So it's just investing a bit more into your craft to get better. You cannot keep saying, oh, these things are too expensive. They will keep increasing. Whether if you think it's expensive today, check tomorrow, it will increase. So it's just you just really dragging the bull by the horn and saying, okay, you know what, I'm giving myself between this period and this period to really invest in these lights. So I told myself that, hey, Big Brother is almost here, and this is not the chance, this is not the time for me to keep making excuses. Like, for how long have you been doing this? You know that there's no light, you know that they can bring a light and take it, you know. I mean, while we're live now, they brought it and took it. Imagine if I did not have when we started the live, there was no power, so I already turned on the lights and everything. But in the process of us coming, they brought it and took it. So I cannot keep making excuses every time. I have to find a way around it. So before the show started, I started buying lights. Like, my friends who knew that at the time, like, your work done about to start for you now. Now why you did? Because they know I would, if I don't need it, I will not buy it. It's not because everybody has it. I'm not everybody. If you like, have it, even have the one that, as the light is showing, breeze, it will blow you breeze. That's your business. It's not concern me. If I cannot afford it, I cannot afford it. If I don't think that I need it, I will not get it. You know, but then because I knew for sure that power supply is one issue, so I spent so much money trying to get these lights so that even when there's no power, I can work an entire day at least with these lights without complaining about power or no power. But then the only bad thing to this is they are not as friendly as my normal lights, you know, when it would be, because this one's, because they generate, you know, you have to charge them up and everything, they kind of generate more heat. They are a lot more harsh to your face and all of that. So that again, everything has its pros and cons. So now it's generating light for me, but it's really harsh. It's harsh, but I just have to work with it. You know, at the end of the day, power supply is always going to be power supply. It's always going to be better, because if there was power, I would not need to use this harsh lights. I would use my other softer lights that would still give me a very, you know, crisp video and all of that. So it's just finding a balance, find your own struggle and find a way around it, honestly.
Okay. Thank you so much. So let's talk about victories now. And the obvious one that we saw was you getting to 100K subscribers. Well, so how did you feel about that? And what are some of the other private victories that we don't even know about? We may not see it like 100K, but you know that, wow, this was a win, or this is a win for the Austin Betha channel.
Yeah.
And even brand.
Like you said, the very obvious one that everybody, like, we're all really counting down. Okay, maybe I should even bring that out.
Yes, please. Yes, it really is a big deal.
I'm trying to hold it because of the reflection of the lights. But
the light, okay.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
You know. The truth is, with this one, it was a long time coming. You know, a lot of people, I had more people counting down for me, even more than I was counting down for myself. You know, this app was so important to a lot of people, you know, and yeah, this is like one of the obvious ones, and it made me feel really proud of myself, you know, because I remember when I wanted to stop posting on the page because I had issues with the page, and I was like, you know what, I'm done doing this, I'm not doing this again. And I almost wanted to quit, and you know, they just told me, oh no, better, instead of quitting, maybe create a new channel, which is actually how my other channel was birthed. That's Betha's Corner. You know, don't end this one, let's still see, we might be able to fix it. And I had people genuinely trying to figure out how we could solve the problem, people that don't know me from anywhere. You know, it was just a lot. I was crying in that video, like I was tired. You know how, like, you've worked on something for so long, and it's like, now that it's now, you know. So yeah, this one meant a lot to me. It meant a very big, like, it was a big deal for me. Then outside of the plaque, no, it doesn't come with money. So some people that think that when they give you plaque,
yes,
no, this is it. This is all of it. Okay, but the part and other things, other wins would be like, working for brands as a content creator. You're always really hoping that one day brands will also start reaching out to you. There's that phase where you're the ones reaching out to them and saying, hey, I can do this thing for you guys. Let's work together. Let's collaborate. You guys pay me this amount, and they're telling you, oh, we can't pay you this amount. In fact, we can't pay you at all, but just do it for us. We'll give you a link, an affiliate link to do this. Whilst there are people who have different opinions about that, for me, I'm not, yes, I want to work with brands, but those are not my primary goals. Yeah, I know that sounds a bit cheesy. I want money. Working with brands will bring money, but like, my point is, I did not start the page for brands.
Okay.
I did not start my page for brands. Now, having said that, there are several brands out there that will reach out to me, or that have reached out to me, and they'll say, hey Betha, we want you to talk about this for us on your page. We're definitely going to pay you, and all of that. Sometimes I turn it down, and this is not because I have enough money. I need money. Okay, but those brands do not align with my brand. It's not making sense. If a makeup brand comes to me now, it's a waste of adverts. Because first of all, people will tell you, Betha, you're not even wearing makeup. What are you saying?
Why
How
are
do you
you
know it's
telling
working?
me?
So I don't want to take up brand deals that will make me lose my credibility with my audience. My audience are like my primary goal. Like, it's not about the brands will come and go. They may work with you then and never work with you again. But this
Another
audience will
yes.
still be here. Yes, they'll still be here watching you and really rooting for you. So I don't ever want to feel like I'm deceiving them into buying something or into supporting a brand. So they're just brands that don't align with me. Now, if you come to me with skincare products, I would grab it with my both hands, because skincare is me. Like, I like skincare. Skincare is not about makeup. It's about products that you use on your natural skin. Because again, my natural skin is out there all the time, and people are like, oh, Betha, you look nice. I like your skin. I like your skin. So those are things that they can easily relate with. My audience can easily relate with that. If I say, oh, I wake up every morning and I just pour water on my face 5 times, trust me, you will see people that start pouring water on their faces 5 times, because they feel like it's the water that's obviously making her face glow. So I would not pick up one skin whitening soap and say, oh, this is what I'm using. That's a lie. So there are brands that, hi Unique Choice, hi Nelo is here, guys.
Welcome.
So I would not necessarily pick up what's it called now? Like, I will not pick up brand deals that nothing concern me with these people, But if you say, okay, Betha, for example, when you talk about nails, so I've had to work with nail because I'm always doing my nails. I think that's just my thing. I like doing my nails. I want my nails to be in your face. So when a brand reached out to me, oh, would like to send you some press-on nails, now that's relatable, because it's what I'm doing. It's what I'm used to doing. So when I put the nails and I'm all about in your face, and they're like, oh, Betha, where did you get your nails? I refer you to them. Someone says yellow nails especially. So yeah, like, I could walk. So I don't ever want to be that person that says, oh yeah, I used it, it's working, whereas I'm not using it. So not every brand collaboration is for you. As a brand, being a brand, no matter how small, you already have an audience, and they already know you for certain things, and they believe you in those areas. Now, I would not feel bad if again, I'll still use makeup. I would not feel bad if makeup companies don't reach out to me, because the truth is, even if they reach out to me, I would not give them the ROI that they are looking for, because nobody will buy. They will not believe. Betha, when last did you wear makeup that you are telling us that, oh, this makeup is waterproof, this foundation, when you go water, nothing matter the makeup? How you say no? You don't wear makeup. And even if you wear makeup, not be only once you go wedding, or you understand. So it's not my thing. But if you ask me, better what type of lip gloss works, I will tell you. I will give you a list of lip gloss because that's me. That's my thing. So at the end of the day, it's about putting your audience first. You need money. We all need money. But just make sure not to take up deals just because they are coming. So other wins for me would be, it might not be a lot, it might just be me working with like 2 or 3 brands that Yemi is here, guys. Yemi, the person I told you that made me start YouTube, she's here.
Oh, Yemi. You have been trending on this video. Welcome. And thank you for joining in, Yemi. And thank you for helping Better Start.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
for me, wins might not be wins are relative. What I consider a win might be nothing to you. So for me, a win is when I work with a brand and I say, oh guys, this is what happened. I work with them, blah blah blah, and like, people are going there to say, oh yes, oh Betha, I watched it on Betha's page, so I felt like I should come back here. For example, like I talked about a perfume vendor here on Instagram, and a good number of my own, and she didn't pay me so sometimes it's not
Wow.
she didn't, yeah, she just, her customer service was just on point. So I had talked about her, like, oh guys, I paid a vendor that's not even in Lagos. It was I was skeptical about paying, but I paid and she was true to her words. She made sure I got my items. I just really spoke about it because her customer service was on point, and for me it was really impressive. And I talked about it. The fact that I talked about it doesn't mean they paid me to do it. She didn't pay me. She doesn't even know me. I don't know her. But like, I talked about her and I put her handle on the page. I'm like, oh, just in case you guys want to. And it's even the girl that came back to me to say, did you talk about me anywhere? Did you talk about me anywhere? I'm like, yes, on my page. She's like, okay, because people have like Betha talked about you, Betha talked about you, that they were not just telling her, they were buying from her. So the next time I placed an order with her, she had to like give me an extra bottle of perfume just to say thank you. So sometimes these are wins for me. It's a win. I didn't make any money from it, but it's still a win. That's why I said like wins are very relative. Oh, she said, remember your 50K merch when you launched? Yes, when I hit 50K, my subscribers were like, oh yeah, Betha, you need to do something. So I created a merch, and that's like this one I'm wearing. Yeah, because this is my logo, Austin Betha, and then I used to say okay. I said okay a lot. So they were like, oh, we need to do something with this, okay, maybe a merch. And that was like what really birthed this, okay. Because sometimes when I'm talking, I just say okay, like, okay, So when I made this merch, like I literally sold out every single thing. So there was this last one. I made a hoodie as well. So I wore that hoodie. I think it's one of my posts here on Instagram. Somebody had reached out to me, oh, Betha, what's remaining? I said nothing is remaining, and now I cannot even go and return it because it is now more expensive. It is now more expensive. So if I even make the merch, it will be expensive, and I don't think I want to sell. Yeah, like it makes it look value. Like people cannot even have access to it because it's too much. So I'm like, no, I can't make any. But like I don't have it. She's like, what of the one that you were wearing? I'm like, no, I've worn it. I want it. He paid for it. So me now. Yeah, so me that made the hoodies and all of that. The only things I have that are still mine is just this one and the black version of it. That's it. Like I don't have any. They wanted to buy it. I'm like, no, there has to be something for me to also wear. Yeah, like I cannot sell everything, but that woman paid the complete money for the hoodie. I told her I have worn it more than once. She said yes, it's fine. So all I had to do was wash it. Yeah, I just washed it and sent it over to her. So you will find those are wins. Yeah, the fact that somebody wants to, she was upset that I washed it. She was upset that I told her I
Oh,
washed
let me
it
wear
since.
better. Why are you washing it?
Yeah, why are you washing it away? That's what she's like. Why? This is an
Wow.
elderly woman. Like, this woman is older than my mom. Yeah,
Wow.
she's like,
Wow.
she's very, yeah, she's very elderly. But she's like, no, my daughter, you know, and she even paid like
Hmm.
more. Yeah, she paid more than the amount for the merch. She was like, no, I just want to support you. And for me, I just really wanted to have a piece of you and everything. It's not like she has anything to do with it. But like, you know, these are wins.
Yeah.
So again, my win might not be what you consider a win. And it's not all my wins that, you know, you see in front of the camera. Or, you know, like, oh,
Yes.
hey, oh, this person sent me this. Oh, no, no, no. There are people that would even do things
Hmm.
for you and tell you, better don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Now, it's still a win, but it's just you guys
Yeah.
don't know about it, you know. So
About it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So the final question before we go to your rapid fire question. Ah, what a time that we have had, and I'm glad that the replay will be available. Is please talk to us about
The light
ads.
has gone
Please
off.
help us.
Oh,
To.
the light have tired.
We feel fine. We watch it like that, just like that woman that wanted to wear that hoodie like that. So watch it like that. So the ad, I want to talk to you about. So could you share with us what's just help us finalize this back and forth. This ads things for creators. Is it immediately the person reaches 1K view is it subscribers now that the person will start earning immediately? Phil is laughing. And that's on the creator side now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know 1K, 4,000 subscribers. Is it that easy? How does it work? Is it that they'll need to pay into your bank, or you need to withdraw, or they pay with crypto, for instance? If you could explain that. And from the viewer side, what can we do to support you? Even though people say watching the ad to the end, it's very supportive to creators, but watching a channel like Austin Betha, we are getting the gist, ad is popping up. We want to get it off quickly so that we can continue with what you are saying. So if you can speak to us from both sides, if it matters whether watching the ads to the end would make the creator earn more, and then on the creator side as well, at what point do you start monetizing? What is the process of the bank and all of those things? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's
I'll start with the process of getting monetized and being paid.
okay.
Oh, it was as your note long. Jesus.
Ah, my Lord, see my. I came ready. Serious
Okay.
matter.
Talking from the point of being monetized and all of that, yeah. When you hit, it didn't used to be like that before. You know, I feel like YouTube
Okay.
just realized that a lot of people were now creating content because, oh yeah, there's money on YouTube, and trust me, guys, there's money on YouTube. Okay, blood money,
Hmm.
plenty money. Okay, you know.
Yes.
But at the same time, um, YouTube then decided, you know what, let's make it a bit difficult, because in my opinion, that's what they tried to do. They tried to make it a bit difficult so that it's not easy for everybody to just be monetized and all of that. Yeah. Then for you to be monetized, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you watch just, okay, let me read this. Also, what if you watch just part 1 of the ad and not part 2, because the ad come in 2 and 1? Okay, I'll get to that. Okay. So when you hit 1,000 subscribers, and then you have an accumulation of 4,000 watch hours. So what that means is, you know, you have to, hi Roopsie.
Thank you for joining in.
So
Thank you.
what that means is if you have to keep posting videos. You have to keep posting videos, and you have to hope that people are watching these videos, you know, so that in turn, when YouTube now calculates how many videos you post, if it's up to 4,000 watch hours, and that has to happen between 12 months, within 12 months, you know, so you're expected to constantly put out content. You're expected to constantly, you know, put out quality, not just putting out content for the sake of putting out content, but just like really putting out content that have value, you know, so that people have the need to want to watch the next one. You know, I mean, again, it's not even like that, because even on YouTube, you find people that are just shining their teeth, and people are watching. People just love to watch them shine their teeth. You know, so
Why
you
does
can't
it?
even
Yeah.
say, oh, this is the type of videos to post on YouTube. That's not how it is. But like, again, when you find your audience, when you understand your audience and what you're trying to achieve, just stay true to that particular style, stay true to that particular concept, so that when they say, oh, who and who can do this type of thing, your name comes to mind. You know, they know that, okay, yeah, you can deliver on this aspect. It might not be one of the very popular aspects on YouTube, but then there'll be a need for those kind of people. So people can always come back to say, okay, you know what, if you want to watch something like this, this is who to look out for. You know, so you as a creator, you're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now, once you hit that, YouTube will tell you, oh, congratulations, you know, now you've become like a partner on YouTube. So that's when you become a partner. You know, it's almost like that's when you are now a fully registered student of YouTube, so to speak, you know. And then you're now required to create an AdSense account. So YouTube doesn't pay with like cryptocurrencies and all of that. No, they pay you directly into your AdSense account. You know, so your AdSense is linked to YouTube, and then with the AdSense you can link your personal bank details. So YouTube, so the way it goes is YouTube then pays your money to AdSense, then AdSense pays it into your account. So AdSense is like the middleman between the content creator and the host. That's the YouTube. You know, so AdSense are the ones that now say, okay, YouTube says, okay, you know what, we're paying 200 people this month, and this person has I think it's an accumulation of, so YouTube says, oh, we're paying 200 people this month, and all the monies available is 1 million naira, for example. So YouTube, so AdSense takes it upon themselves to now say, okay, how much is Betha earning this month? How much has she worked for this month? How much has he worked for this month? Now, when they now ascertain that, AdSense will now be the ones to say, okay, Betha, this is your money, this is your salary, take. This is your salary, take. So they are the ones that now do the whole paying of individuals. So you have to create a YouTube, you have to create an AdSense account, you know, for you to get paid. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Then what people can watch. Yes.
From the angle
people consuming content.
Yes, from the angle of viewers, I know for a fact that watching ads from the beginning to the end is not the easiest, and this is me being as realistic as possible. Sometimes,
thank you.
It's not.
I just like want to get to the point.
Yeah, it's not funny. Especially maybe you want to say something, that's like your high pitch area. You were about to say something, and then the comedy, you're just like, I just want to move away from this, you know. But like, if you like a person, a content creator, and you feel like, I really like Betha, I want to really support Betha because, you know, Betha is, you know, you would not mind watching those adverts, because it is through those adverts that we make the money to buy lights. Maybe if I had more money now, I'd have bought the lights that can last me for like 1 month. It will not off. Maybe people can see that this one has off.
I say 5 hours.
Maybe you can see that this one has off, Habi.
This one has gone off, yes.
So if I don't have lights, I cannot do video. You know, so we're not saying collect our account numbers to be sending us money. I mean, if you want to, that's okay. But if that's you just wanting to do that. But one of the fastest ways to show a content creator that you really care about them is by watching their ads. You know, now again, it can be really annoying. I watch every ad on Betha's channel. Our trip to Bahamas won't pay itself.
Oh my God.
So, again, I can understand when people say, oh, the ads were too many, you know, I couldn't watch everything. Now, that's fine. I'm not a selfish person. I would not tell you must watch all my adverts, blah, blah, blah. No. You know, but I would only say, if there are like 5 adverts, at least watch like 2 or 3, you know. And I know that there's some adverts that can be really long, like 1 minute, 3 minutes. I'm not
Ah,
asking you
Becca,
guys.
yeah, I saw one advert, 1 hour. I was wondering how the
Yeah.
people put
So
it into
obviously
an
that is stupid. It's stupid for me to now say you need to watch it from the beginning to the end. You know, at
Hmm.
the end of the day, it's just using your discretion to say, okay, this one is just 30 seconds. Let me just watch it. You
Let me
know,
watch
this
it,
one is
yeah.
like 1 minute. I can't watch everything. I can't watch everything, but like let me just watch a part of it and skip. But not like
Hmm.
once they say 5, 3, 2, 1,
No.
you want to skip. What's happening? What's going on? You know, your hand is
Oh
already,
my
the thing is still counting. You're already there to skip it. Uh-uh. That's not you supporting. No. You know, but like, I mean, at the end of
God.
the day, it's just really finding a balance, even with content, even with you viewers. You know that, okay, there are like 5 adverts. I can't watch all 5. Let me just see if I can watch like
Hmm.
1, 2, complete.
Yeah.
You know, this is my way of supporting. It's not taking any. You're not. You're not. You're supporting me indirectly. Like it's not like you're not sending me money to my account. Like better send me your account number. Do you get what I mean? This is
Yeah.
also your own indirect way. If it's not even indirect, it's still a direct way of you supporting me. So you just say, okay, today I'm going to watch like 1 or 2 in this particular video. Any other thing that comes out, do you specify what point in the video the ads will come in? Sometimes yes, other times YouTube puts the adverts there because they know that this is your high point and people will not want to miss the point you're trying to say. So they put the advert there for you on purpose because they know that you want to listen to the next thing you're saying. But some other times
Hmm.
it's the content creators that actually take time to put these adverts. Now we don't know the particular adverts that will play. No,
No
we
play.
are
Hmm.
just putting the break. Okay, we're just telling YouTube when it gets to 2 minutes, can you put an advert here? We are the ones choosing the time frame for YouTube to put the adverts, but we're not the ones telling YouTube to put a full music video.
The full
No,
music video that YouTube
but
used to post of that.
we don't know the adverts that YouTube will put, but we're just telling
Hmm.
YouTube, please can you put it here? Please don't put it here, put it here. So we are just choosing the breaks where they can put
Okay.
it. So it's YouTube that will now say, you know what, this is what I want to put. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, it's just you saying to yourself, you know what, I like this person, I want to support this person, and I want to watch their advert. Someone said, what if someone gets those 4,000 hours within 3 years? Will the person be monetized? You'll be monetized in 3 years' time now. Anytime
Hmm.
you monetize. But the thing with
Anytime you
what
get it.
I've noticed with this whole 12 months thing is YouTube has said that within 12 months, if you want to be monetized, within 12 months, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So if that doesn't happen within that time, let me tell you guys, because it happened to my friend firsthand, it drops. If you had managed to accumulate 3,500 watch hours before, they can remove like 500 or just remove,
Hey,
yeah,
wow.
they will not tell you that, but like you will just notice that I had more than this before. What happened? So like
Wow.
you just have to try your best to
Keep it
you
within that limit.
yes,
Time frame,
yes,
rather.
yes.
Wow. Ah, Austin Betha has tried for us. Please, I'm seeing some questions. Master class, pay for it. All this behind it, how much is she earning? Pay for a master class if you want to know that.
So someone
But
just
I think
confirmed
that
that. She says yes, it starts dropping from the 13th month. Okay, so yeah.
okay now. All right. This is a lot that you've shared with us, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get to your rapid fire question. Oh, Betha has invested time with us, and we're really grateful. Thank you. So the rapid fire question, you're supposed to answer it within. Oh, you're not supposed to spend more than 10 seconds in answering the questions.
Okay.
So let's have the first one. What is your favorite color?
Great.
What is your favorite food?
I'm sure somebody would even respond here to my favorite food is plantain.
Okay. What are you allergic to? If there is anything.
Nothing.
Okay. What is your best movie?
I don't have best. I don't have a best movie, but I'm tilted towards crime, investigative movies, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. What is your best book?
My best book, Half of a Yellow Sun.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Were you giving birth to in
Someone
Nigeria?
said fried plantain. Can you see?
Okay. Were you giving birth to in Nigeria?
Yes, I was.
Okay. If you weren't born in Nigeria, where would you have liked to be born into?
I don't know. I never go all those places, so I don't know. That's still Nigeria. I know. But I just think that I just had to be born in Nigeria because
In
some kind
Nigeria.
sense, some kind Nigerian sense when I feel no get out for those places. So now that I've been born here, I can now carry my Nigerian sense there. So I just think that
Good.
Nigeria, yeah,
If Yemi is answering for you, say Japan. So
that's you know,
okay. Gold or silver?
silver,
Black or white?
black,
Yellow or pink?
yellow,
What is your favorite attire to wear?
jean, t-shirt. That's it.
What is your favorite thing to do?
Talk,
What do you like to do for fun?
sleep. Really, like that's fun to me. I just want to. I just leave me alone. Let me sleep.
Okay. Small chops or jollof rice?
Jollof rice and small chops.
Ah, you're supposed to pick one. You're supposed to pick one. Though. You don't say that. I like that response. Well, which one did you call? Maybe we'll go with jollof rice. Better you can have both. You're supposed to say it's both on the menu. They are picking one. Okay, people are laughing. Fruits or vegetables?
Fruit, so very abidol. I be animal where they chop vegetable, just they chop vegetable. I beg.
The train, or would you rather take a train or a ship? Which one would you go with? You rather go with a train or a ship?
Fun fact: I've never been on a train, so I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But I mean, I've been on like boats and yachts and all of that. So I think
Water.
I'll take that. Yeah. Because
Okay.
I don't know how it feels like being on a train. Not because I'm saying it's better. It's just I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Writing or speaking? Which one do you prefer?
Speaking. Because I can express myself more when I'm talking. But like writing is just a lot.
Okay. Okay. Rain or sunshine?
Rain because they bought me for rainy season. But I
Okay.
mean, so yeah, I think I'll just go with sunshine to be honest. Like rain sometimes it just dulls your moments. Yeah.
Audio or visual? What do you prefer to
Visual.
learn with?
Visual. I'm a very
Visual.
visual
Okay.
person. Yeah. Somebody say shades of
Ah.
groovy.
Wetin happen? No be only.
No, I have an
You
shades
see?
of groovy,
Okay.
right? Shades of
Uh,
groovy, right? My answer is what? Cross.
I was not expecting this one. Now, wow. Oh, God.
Because
Okay. Okay.
they know for sure that I would never come out to say, oh yeah, is this person I like, or oh
He's the
yeah,
person
that's
I'm
why they asked
picking.
that. Yeah, it's not working. It's cross has finished. Even during the show, I would not
Yes.
say cross. But then I mean
Yes.
cross is out of the house, so I'm free to say what I want, yeah.
Yes. Okay. A day at the beach or a day in one of your favorite restaurants?
The restaurant too. What do they do for beach?
With the sun,
Which
your
son?
pina colada.
Hey, now wait. Now
Please, maybe I should just start a comedy sideshow because, okay, well, okay, yeah, I have two more or three more. So, what school, what's your alma mater as far university? What school did you finish from?
University of Ibadan.
Okay. If you had like a magical wand, what is one thing, just one thing you would like to see changed in Nigeria?
Let's start from lights. Maybe when they start giving us lights, people will
You
not see
got.
the need to turn to witches and witchcraft to be jumping into people's, like, I think lights will solve the problem. When there's light,
Electricity.
darkness will disappear in every sense of the word.
Mm,
Yes.
every
When
sense
there's
of the
light,
word.
you can obviously do your business. When there's light, you can be more productive. Like light, I think light.
Yes, life literally. Thank you for that. And then finally, what do you want to be remembered for?
What I want to, I don't know. I've never really given that a thought, but uh,
That's okay.
I don't know. I want, okay, I think I know how to articulate this. I feel like I want people to remember me for the periods when they were in their lowest moments, and then you're like, ah, when I was better, she made me laugh, or like she said something that just, I want people to say, oh, when you're sad, or when you're in traffic, when you're, just go and watch better. I don't want it to be, I'm not Father Christmas. I cannot help everybody. Not everybody will like me. But I want a situation where at least when they are talking about better, like, you don't necessarily even have to say nice things about me. I know I'm nice in my own rights. So if you don't think I'm nice, that's your business. But like, I want you to be able to say, "Ah, there was one time Becca said something that got me laughing." And I know I already get that now. So I feel like I'm in the right part, because people say, "Oh my God, Becca, I was really laughing," blah, 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 blah. Someone says,
Okay.
a question for
Final,
her.
yeah.
If you weren't an Afro woman, what would you have taken up as a career? It would have still been presenting, TV presenting, or yeah, it would have still been in that line. Maybe not as a presenter, but like I would still be in that creative space where I'm relating to other creatives and all of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Meta, thank you so much for coming to the NEL show. We're going to make the replay available across major platforms so that everybody can learn about better. We realize that a lot of people, your faves, like to learn the story behind the scene of the
Yeah.
people that they follow. And so we started this series just apart from talking about topical issues, and it has been mind blowing. People have been learning a
Yeah.
lot from it, and we're happy. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank
Also, okay, yeah, it will also be on YouTube at SAGENEL TV. So once that is up, I think I can also let Betha know as well. Thank you for your time,
Thank
Betha,
you.
and thank you to everybody that has joined
Thank you
us.
guys for joining. Sorry I started late.
Oh,
Yeah.
Betha is okay.
Yeah, and I still the same
Thank
thing and
you.
yeah.
Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye guys. Thank you.